Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News with Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. Now this video is brought to you by SeatGeek, so if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, doesn't even have to be related to wrestling, any ticket for anything, use SeatGeek, use code Hodge, and save yourselves $20 freaking. That's gonna add up to a lot of money if you go to a lot of shows like I do. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this episode of WWE News Rumors. So we're gonna kick this off with the first news story of the day. The first news story of the day is going to be about Jeff Hardy. So Jeff Hardy was sent home this past weekend from the WWE live events. Something went wrong. So basically, his entrance was very low energy. He comes out, he has the match, he tags out, and then he starts wandering through the crowd. So, of course, with his past, everyone's like, is he having some substance problems again? I don't want to resort to that. I want to say maybe he just had a rough day. I don't know. All I know is he was sent home. So, Jeff's brother Matt was actually asked about this. Matt Hardy had to say about his brother that he's doing okay, he's at home. I don't really want to go into any detail about it because it's not my story to tell. I can't really do the story justice like he could, but basically he's okay. And maybe we'll know what it is, maybe we won't know. All we know is Jeff Hardy was basically sent home from the WWE Live tour this past weekend because he had some kind of issue. I don't know if it was a health issue, a personal issue, whatever. I try to stay out of personal lives or whatever, but when it starts affecting in-ring, you know, you get a little curious. Alright, the next news story is about SmackDown on Christmas Eve. So SmackDown this month is actually going to be falling on, Christmas Eve. This Christmas Eve, SmackDown Christmas Eve. It's landing on Christmas Eve anyway. Better than Christmas Day. But anyway, they're not making the wrestlers actually wrestle on Christmas Eve. They're actually going to be pre-taping this. And where are they going to be pre-taping this wonderful Christmas Eve episode of SmackDown? Well, they're actually taping it after another SmackDown, which is just a horrible idea. It's going to be in Chicago. It's going to be in, Rosemont, in the Allstate Arena. They're pre-filming this on December 17th. So the people going to the December 17th SmackDown, you're going to have to sit through two SmackDowns. You got the first SmackDown that's actually live, and then you have a SmackDown they're pre-taping for the 24th. So yeah, you're sitting through like a lot of freaking wrestling. Alright, the next news story. This one is also about SmackDown, and this one was really personal to me because I was actually trying to go to this SmackDown. So, SmackDown December 31st, New Year's Eve. Where's it going to be? Well, they announced, back, when was that? Like in August, that it was going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. Actually, at the house show I was at on my birthday, August 14th, in Charlotte, North Carolina. There was a show, I went there, they said, no, don't forget everyone, the WWE is returning right here to this very building, Spectrum Center, Charlotte, for the December 31st New Year's Eve episode of SmackDown. And then randomly, they just took the whole thing off of WWE.com. Ticketmaster, selling the tickets stopped and said, check back later. And everyone's like, what the hell's going on? Is SmackDown being moved to another city or something? Well, basically what's happened, the SmackDown December 31st episode has been canceled. SmackDown has been canceled for that day. They're actually not pre-filming it. They're not even going to have a SmackDown episode that day. Apparently they're doing something on Fox, so they can't even have the main thing. It would be on Fox Sports 1 or whatever. And they're not going to bother pre-filming one. Basically, what they're going to do, they're just doing like a talk show for that time space they have. They're going to do like a best of 2021 moments kind of thing on there. It's not going to be pre-filmed. It's not going to be an episode of SmackDown. So pretty much the December 31st episode of SmackDown has been canceled. It's not going to be in Charlotte. It's not being moved to another city. It's just canceled altogether. And then they do some kind of talk show in the spot of the SmackDown, I guess. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually the only confirmed news stories that I talked to you guys about today. Go ahead and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice boxes ready, ladies and gentlemen, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So the first rumor is about Maryse. Mrs. Wife Maryse. I hate building it up like that, but like the modern day wrestling fan may not remember Maryse as a women's wrestler. For some reason, I just weren't that fans that long. So I hate to build it like that, but Maryse, she was a wrestler for a while. Basically, she is now on the active Raw wrestler roster. So she's on the Raw. I don't know if she's going to be wrestling, but she's going to be more active on Raw. Of course, they're going to have Miz and Maryse on Raw, because Raw's on USA Network. And they have the Miz and Maryse reality TV show on the USA Network, so it's a kind of a cross promotion. So they want Maryse in the show as well, and it's probably just a USA poll or whatever. I don't think Maryse is going to be wrestling, but she's going to be doing like segments and stuff with Miz, I guess. So Maryse is on the active Raw wrestler, so get used to her face. on your television on Monday Night Raw a lot more. Alright, the next rumor. The next rumor is also about another WWE schedule show delay thing. So basically, WWE had like this house show tour or whatever. They found a little tour that was going through Canada in January. Which my first thought when I hear this is like, why are we going through Canada in January? Like, you know, it gets quite cold up there. There's quite a bit of snow. There's a lot of bad things. So apparently WWE's realized that, and WWE've actually postponed the tour they were doing up there in January, being like, you know, this is a week before Royal Rumble. This could really go bad if we get like stuck here because of the bad weather, because that could really affect the Royal Rumble happening. So they decided just to postpone that to another date, and they're actually going to be moving, I guess, the shows to other cities. Warmer cities in the United States, because they have to be in kind of safe places where they know it's not going to snow or anything, because, you know, they do have the Royal Rumble January 29th to get to in St. Louis, Missouri. So yeah, they're trying to play it safe right now, but those shows will happen. They're just postponed to a later, warmer date. Alright, the next rumor is about Elias. So Elias's gimmick is dead. So his music gimmick is dead, which is probably the worst decision I have heard in a very long time. Elias's gimmick, his music gimmick didn't need to just go away altogether. They're trying to give the guy a new gimmick, which is basically going to ruin the guy. And this guy, he's very talented, but I don't know why you would do that. I mean, you already had like one of the best gimmicks in the WWE I've seen in a very long time. I thoroughly enjoyed Elias' gimmick, especially considering since I'm a guitar player as well. It's a wrestler guitar player. It's my two passions combined into one great thing, and it's called Elias. They had to ruin it. They had to take it from me. I'm really pissed off about this. So apparently what they've done, backstage, Elias has been seen walking around with no beard, completely shaved, and his long hair's been cut off. He has like cropped hair now, and like freaking no beard or whatever, and it's just so stupid. So they've been trying new gimmicks out, and apparently they had one, and I'm imagining this one he still had the long hair and the beard, and then Vince said it was too much like Macho Man, so they weren't gonna do it. Then went back to the drawing board. Now he's having like no beard and like a cut face. What are you doing? No, don't do that. So I don't know why they're going away from the music gimmick. It didn't really need to be just thrown away. It needed to be updated a little bit maybe, but it didn't need to be thrown away. Now they pretty much have ruined Elias, and I really worry about the guy's career. Hopefully when he leaves the WWE, which if they keep making decisions like this, it's going to be very soon, hopefully he can go to another greater wrestling company where he has more creative control. They can bring back the music gimmick and refresh it, which is all it needed to begin with, but I'm just really pissed about this. I gotta calm down and move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final news story, this will be the final rumor, this will be the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News Rumor. So this is about WWE Day 1, more specifically, probably the main event of WWE Day 1. It is for the Universal Championship. We have the current Universal Champion and the Tribal Chief, Mr. Roman Reigns, taking on his opponent, Mr. Brock Lesnar, Day 1, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm more than likely, probably 100% gonna be there for that. I don't know where I'm gonna sit. Probably not gonna get great seats because I'm going to the Royal Rumble too. So I gotta kind of budget the money and not like spend a whole lot. But basically, this match is set to be one of many. Because when I heard this match for Day 1, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Why would you do this at Day 1? Like, not Rumble, not Mania at Day 1. Well, apparently this match, this is the rumor here, this match is only one of many matches they're having. They're having a feud, and when I say a feud, I mean a feud, they're going to have a lot of freaking matches together. I don't know if they're doing Rumble as well, and they're doing Mania as well. I mean, it's going to get old fast, so maybe they shouldn't do Rumble. Maybe just, like, limit it, not more than one a month or whatever. But we'll have to wait and see what they're doing. I have no clue. Maybe Lesnar's even going to win the Rumble. I don't know. Then there's the rumors of The Rock. I don't know if Rock's going to be at WrestleMania. There's just so much clustered mess right now. But what we do know, this match is happening at Day 1, and it will not be the last match that we will see them face each other for the title this year. Now, that doesn't mean that Roman's holding on to the title. I would imagine if Roman's losing the title, it's going to be at, like, Mania. But who knows? The decisions they're making are kind of crazy right now, especially considering last night. If you guys saw last night, Liv Morgan, they built her up so high and ripped her down. Like, what the hell? Why would you do that? They put her, like, right back at the bottom. I mean, she just showed she had so much potential, and everyone was on her side, but I know sometimes you just gotta beat down, like, the good guy. You gotta beat down the baby face so they can finally explode and win the title and have that eruption that everyone wants. But hopefully she's gonna get another shot. That's just not it for her. But anyway, that's just a note on that, since there wasn't a news story about Liv. I want to give my opinion. Like, I'm kind of pissed off about that. But anyway, guys, that's basically it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hopefully you guys found it enjoyable. Right now on screen, I'm going to leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you guys happen to be brand new here. But I am Brandon Hodge, your king of vlog style, and I will see you guys in the next video.